Welcome, viewers, to Pathfinder Kingmaker, Chapter 2, Bitter Rivals. We're continuing from last week. This time we started our character creation, made a geokineticist half-orc. So this week we'll be continuing on going after our rival Tartusio, as we just heard where he was. Everything on the go here now. Okay, we'll load up our game. Our Baku wheel. Our evil half-orc geokineticist. So, looking into it, we had a couple of little problems last stream. Big problem, of course, being that couldn't seem to hit very much. When we hit hard, but couldn't hit very much. And did a little bit of research into this. This is first time I've played a kinetic knight. So I made a couple of slight mistakes. For one thing, kinetists generally benefit from good dexterity. To hit with a kinetic knight, use strength for your 2-hit bonus. However, the kinetic blast is finessable, so you can take the weapon finesse feat, use your dex to hit instead of strength. So I should have done that on first level. I didn't. I took trip. So we're going to fix that when we get to level 3. We'll take weapon finesse. It'll be better than weapon focus, like I said last time. Weapon focus is just a +1. Weapon finesse is a plus for every point of dex we have, so that'll be point +2. So that'll be much better. Especially since a kineticist is a not a full BAB class. Look. Full BAB classes like Fighter get 1 base attack bonus for every level, up to 20. Kineticists at the +1 level 2. I believe we're a 3/4 BAB class, so we'll go up another +1. Every 4 levels we'll get 3 base attack bonus. So we're a little behind like ones like Fighters and that. It's offset by using energy blasts like fire. Oh hey Anna, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Just explaining why we were having trouble to hit. So yeah, a lot of kineticists, if you had like fire or electric or cold, they aren't offset by armor. Geokineticists like we built, armor does affect their blast. So it's a little harder to hit. So that plus the fact that we're trying to use our strength bonus, which we don't have. We'll get weapon finesse, we'll get +2 to fix that. And we'll also... The other one is trip. We took trip, which... This wasn't a mistake. I did mean to take trip. But just to say it's not optimal. And reason is that trip doesn't actually do damage. And you only get 1 trip per turn. At higher level, we'll be able to hit more times. But if you have to move and attack, trip is fine. Thing is, in the normal Pathfinder game, trip, disarm, shield bash, anybody can do these. And what you get instead is the feat improved trip, which just makes it better. We don't have that. Instead, we did, though, take trip so you can use it. And then greater trip, which means get a free attacks on foes you knock down. So if we succeed in a knockdown, we still get to attack. So that can be okay. Okay, awesome. I see Anna, and nice to see you, Sis. Bex, I assume? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And Dracney he'll catch up. Glad to have you guys with us anyway. Yeah, so with Trip, it still can work. The one mistake that I did not know about, a good thing about tripping guys is when they get up, you get a free attack. Apparently, we don't get attacked as opportunities with our blast. Because technically, even though it looks like we always are holding a sword, we're only actually holding it when we attack. We create it, hit, and then stop. It disappears. So we can't do attack with opportunities with it, but we'll just have to make sure that when we trip somebody else is standing next to it, so when they stand up, they'll get hit. But we can work that out. Oh, you were here last week. I did not know that. Well, thank you for joining again. I am very pleased to have the viewership. Okay, so I think that's enough exposition. Yeah. Know now what I can do to fix that. I'll get weapon finesse. We'll actually be able to hit things. So, where were we heading? We just found out, get the map working, Tartusio is in this ancient tomb. Met an old man named Remus, killed him after he told us Tartusio was there. We'll get Fangberries for Vulcan soon, but not yet. And Thorn Ford is where the bandits are. We'll probably head there after. Let's go down here. Anna and Becca, hope you really enjoy the night. Random encounter. Let's try to avoid it. Aha! If you got somebody with good stealth, you can sometimes avoid fighting random encounters. I hate random encounters, so let's evade. Don't really do them, they're not that much experience. Fight them if I got to. Ancient tomb. Well, I will have a choice for you very soon. It's the old tomb. By the way, I like to hit tab a lot so I don't miss stuff. Highlights interactable objects. Ooh, a couple scrolls. Summon Monster 1. Cool. Yes, we like choices. Choices are good.
Will this ever end?
Probably. When we die. Tartusio, a gnome in gaudy purple garb, seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartusio, who you know from your time in Restov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Oh, he's even mean to his own people.
Sir Tartuccio, I may serve you, but I am no one's slave. We do what we can, but it is no simple feat to find an unknown object in a vast dungeon.
Digging through a dusty dungeon, searching for I don't know what, and all this frowning. Scold, scold, scold. This is not how I imagined adventures with the future Baron. What am I ever going to write my book about? How we labored to open a chest filled with dust?
I'd actually be curious to see a chest actually full of dust. But I get her point.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Yes, we are. So, here's the choice. We could just talk to him about what he's actually doing. But you see, we get 2 diplomacy chances, and we only got to roll a 3 on him. We can actually convince either Valerie or Lindsay to join us now and to give up our Tartusio. So what do you think? Should we try to convince one of them? And if so, which one? Valerie the Knight or Lindsay the Bard? If it was just me, I'd probably take Lindsay. Okay, you're taking Lindsay too. Nice thing about Lindsay is she actually has the ability to unlock chests, which I don't. We don't have any rogues with us. And she is very cute. Plus, she's chaotic good. We're chaotic evil. At least we're both chaotic. Whereas Valerie is just neutral, lawful neutral. She's a bit of a party pooper for someone like us. So let's see. Chaos. Exactly. Lindsay, don't you think it's the perfect time to throw away that silly draft and start a real book? You already have a great protagonist. Me!
Yes! I shall overturn a new leaf, and on that leaf I shall pen a wonderful, thrilling story of the victory of the future Baron and the bitter defeat of his malevolent, flatulent rival. Nah.
Sticks out her tongue at Tartusio and called him flatulent. Awesome. Plus we get 9 experience for it. Awesome.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Actually, Anna, I love Lindsay too. Yeah, Lindsay's awesome. Of course, I love bards. I'm a little partial to bards. But Lindsay, even as a bard, I just love her.
Entertainment!
See, I think that we picked the perfect personality for us. Entertainment. Oh, don't kill Lindsay. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to stop that. Okay. This will last the entire fight, so let's take a sacred bonus on our attack roll with Jathal. I liked Theo. I did not expect that disintegration to completely destroy him. I sort of forgot that if you're killed with the disintegrate, you're turned to dust, but anyway. We can laugh at it. Okay. Ooh, but she can't reach. I want to get over there. I'm gonna slightly go this way, because that guy is a spellcaster. I know this from previous times doing the site. And, he buffs everybody. Every time somebody moves, they'll move a little bit. Yeah, first thing going to do, make that guy giant, like you always do.
Writing you out of our story.
Don't use your crossbow when you're that close, Lindsay. It's gonna kill you. Alright, Bakken. Well, Ember's free action to get our red panda out. I have no long range weapon, do I? Oop. I can't reach.
Out of my way!
Yes, out of me way. Oh no, we're not gonna make it. I don't move too far. I think I can get everybody in this. Yeah. Might as well bless us all. It's a bonus to our hit. Yes, miss. Ooh, 7 damage. Nasty. Okay. Amiri's going to rage, because this is what you do as a barbarian. Oh wow, she can reach him, but it's not a straight line. This guy will get a hit. I think she's going to go for the giant archer, though. Activate Tiger, because that's also free. Okay, so last time I said something that turns out not quite to be right. I said it was a big supporter of the community died, so they put his cat in the game. That's not actually true. Very big supporter of the community, his cat died. Tiger is his cat. They remade his cat for the game. I still think that's very sweet. Oh, can't charge. Get up close with Amiri. As long as she's up close, when she fires her bow, she'll attack. Guess that's it. Don't kill Lindsay.
What a miserable
Lindsay's down.
last chapter.
I will heal her ASAP. Okay, let's surround this guy. He's going down.
Unworthy.
Whoa! 37 damage. Was that a crit even? Okay, I gotta look. Was that a crit? That was a ×4 crit with her Masterwork Scythe. 37 damage. Nice. It is very cute, Hannah. I agree. That a bit tiger. Tiger's nice. Okay. So I can't reach anybody, can I? Let me see if I can charge. He probably has lower attack. Go for him. Wow. I squat that gnome. He literally exploded. Yeah, that was a crit too. Man, we're critting. It's just ×2 crit. Still 22 damage is nice. Alright. I sometimes turn this off if I don't want to waste it, but I think we're probably going to just use them up. He has an ability, because his destruction domain is a cleric, he has destructive smite. He gets a bonus to a damage for every time he hits, up to half his level for 7 rounds a day. It does do extra damage. It's very helpful. Let's go for it.
Repent.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it counts as a round even if you miss. So yeah, he missed. Clerics know this 3/4 BAB. Okay, end his turn. Alright, shoot, bow. Missed Harem, and Amiri killed him. Oh, I love Amiri. Okay, last one left is this guy.
They go down!
Kill him. Kill the halfling. Oh, almost. Charge. So I saw a little bit of your stream, Anna, on Mario Party. That's the Mario Party for Switch, right? It looks pretty good.
Wretched things.
I can't do anything. Fun? Yeah, it looked fun. I'm gonna go back and watch the whole stream. I haven't done that yet.
I don't like you.
Oh, well, be careful. This is as bad as the original N64 one, you know, where everybody had sores in the middle of their palms from doing this spin with the N64
Your
controller.
life ebbs low.
Especially on my friend's N64, where the little top piece of the control stick broke off, so it was just a really sharp stick. That was painful. Yeah. You should use a glove. So, show you something. Because Amiri raged, she will now be fatigued for 1 minute after the rage. But it's actual time. So you can just wait it out if you want to. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, let's gather up some equipment that we found. Might as well take everything. We'll sell it. Ooh! A magic sword. +1 longsword. Oh, so these items, you'll see them with these little round circles above them. This is a scorched fragment of a necklace. If you collect all the pieces of these, there's a person who can actually remake them. And you get little stories from them. So we'll try to collect as much as we can. I'm not going to be super picky about it, so we probably won't get everything, but we'll get as much as we can.
Not that I care.
Let's have a look at this tomb. The image carved in stone has almost completely worn away over the ages. One can still distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. Judging by the outline, this bas relief once depicted the sun and moon. Now it's almost completely eroded. Seems from far to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. Grinning jackal skull has recently been scratched on top of the image. Finally, on closer inspection, one can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. A lot of single-eyed images here.
Or don't.
So, if you know much about Pathfinder, you'll know there used to be a very big Cyclops empire in the world. They were quite advanced and evil. So this is likely one of those ancient ruins. So that was perception checks. We found some hidden items. Ancient Cyclops coin. A memento of times long past. A well-grounded antiques collector might pay handsomely for it. So watch for items like this if you're ever playing. Anything says an antiques collector or something like that, you can sell it for more to a special collector than you can just selling the items. So we'll hold on to that. Also found a secret panel. There's a wall.
I'm not touching that.
And we found a trap. So, Lindsay? Disarm that trap.
Applause, please.
Yep, I'll applaud you. Bas relief of the sun long eroded. The vague outlines of 4 strange creatures have been carved over. And it's just some loot. But, hey, every bit of money counts. Now, we had gone up a level. We didn't have Lindsay yet, so she hadn't gone up. So she's still level 1, so we might as well level her up. There are different things you can make Lindsay. If you go online, you can find a few. I think we'll just keep her as a bard. She's a really nice support character that way. I love bard songs. They increase everybody's damage. Also, she starts with extra performance, so she has a lot of performance. You can sing often. Bardic Knowledge. So she gets all knowledge and lore checks. She gets half her class level added to them. She has cantrips, she's spellcaster, detect magic, and the bard proficiencies. This level she'll get well versed, so she becomes resistant to other bardic performances, and just sonic. She gets a +4 to saving throws against bardic performance, sonic, and language-dependent effects. And she gets a bard talent. Basically like a rogue talent, but there's a couple other things she can take and a few things she can't. So she already has decent trickery. So that's what you use to unlock chests. So we want to max that in. Arcana. Do we have somebody good in Arcana? I think we do. I don't remember. Okay, we'll come back in just a second. Oh, yep. Just gonna see who's good with what skills we got here. For knowledge. We have no knowledge skills. He's good with religion. He's good with religion and Arcana. He's good with nature. So we need somebody for knowledge world. Same thing, really quick. Knowledge world, which she already has. We could have a second person Arcana. It's not a bad thing. Trickery. Persuasion actually helps with a couple of her bardic abilities, I believe. But we're not going to bother with use magic device for her. We're going to take some perception. We need more people with perception. Okay. So we could weapon focus if we're going to have her do bows a lot, which I tend to. I think for now, we'll actually take skill focus and focus on that trickery. Really get her able to unlock chests well. Okay. And she gets another. She has Cure Light Wounds and Ear-Piercing Scream. I love that spell. It's fun. But I like to go first level, Hideous Laughter with her. That's an awesome spell, and it's really good on enemy alchemists because they tend to have low will saves. Okay. There we are. So let's follow Tartusio. Another storybook. How sweet, the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending hearth, replete with hills and gullies, and patches of low shrubs. Already, the trail of Tartusio and his companions had grown cold. So with a try a nature check. But we would not give up so easily, whether the trail went cold or not. It was one we had to follow. Alright, we succeeded. No blade of grass was bent. It must have been enough time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until we came to a huge gully, the dried up bed of a river of yore. What is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up. Claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield. And here, the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle, down to the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. So, do another lower nature. Try and imagine who or what left the claw marks. Unfortunately, we could not determine who attacked Tartusio and his companions. However, we could discern that there were plenty of attackers, and they were rather small. And detect magic, try to find any traces of magic. Discovered traces of a spell, apparently from the illusion school of magic, near where the lonely trail descended into the gully. So, study the trail that led down to the gully. To our surprise, we discovered that the little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartusio's band was wearing shoes, and then either took them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. And examined the path along the gully. Path was frequently used. In its dust, we saw both sets of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle surrounded by those that did. So again, we'll have another choice here. What do you think? Should we go along the gully, see who was in this fight, or should we go down and follow the one person who seemed to have their shoes turned into little claws as they went down to the gully? Small footprints? Alright. So, we stood a while in thought, then followed the single set of footprints down into the gully. The way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footprint steps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill, deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirling up the steep slope, disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as 2 tall men and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking root stuck out from the ground. No worries, Anna. No rush. So, Lindsay has our best mobility. Yeah, so it's either we walk away or we try. So come on. There's one brave hero among us who decided to try his luck and climb the root. Lindsay, you got the best shot. Go for it. She did it. After tugging on the root, Lindsay took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands, and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with her feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both her hands, she climbed higher and higher. Only her heavy breathing and the faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down from the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping her wits, Lindsay shifted her weight to her legs and froze. After a tense moment, she continued her journey, and soon had reached the top of the slope. After catching her breath, she lay on the ground and offered her hand to help the next of us up. This is amazing for a little halfling, like 12 feet in the air, to help any of us, but she did it. After climbing out of the gully, one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching our target, and our intuition proved correct. And I love this little scene. It's hilarious.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
The leader speaks in the suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartusio. And it's a kobold with unusually purple scales. Stands full head above his tribesmen. So he's taller than a normal kobold, and he's purple like Tartusio's robes, and he sounds like Tartusio. I think that's Tartusio. Dragon, glory, dragon, the voices of the kobolds rise in excitement. We know the mites under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure. Very ancient. Kidnap him. We can try. So lawful good is stop deceiving these poor reptiles, Tartusio. Chaotic neutral. It's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of a forest. A circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartusio? Or we can just attack. I grow tired of your tricks. 2 arms. So I don't know. Should we insult Tartusio or just attack? Any ideas? Insult? Alright. What happened?
You! When will I finally be rid of you?
Purple
Don't
kid.
listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me.
I like that. If you notice, his voice is just normal in the first sentence, but the kobolds don't notice. And the purple kobold gives a start and surprise, but immediately collects himself. All right, let's fight.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Yes, Harem, it does matter because I don't want to die. All right, charge that guy. Oh, we did 9 damage, so we hit him. They run. Hear him up here next to us. Oh, they're attacking. Miss. Ooh. Oh, they hit. They did 1 damage. Ooh, I'm scared. We can attack our own people in the back, but they're in the way. We can't reach. And Jathal's evil, but she's not that. Yeah, she's gonna sing. Didn't get up close enough to actually help. Lindsay's gonna save some rage. Probably don't need it for taking it too cold. You ready? No.
Bring it!
No, still. Okay, now we're flanking them, so I should have no hitting. There we go. He did. And Harem will attack next one.
What a waste.
9 damage, not bad. Unfortunately, they missed. They all finished them off. Yeah, that worked. So, explore the vicinity of the old sycamore. So we know that's where Tartusio's headed, so we'll follow him to the old sycamore tree. There's an imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. This one's empty, but there's another chest somewhere. And that's a hint to search this area. There's a chest around here. Ooh, some food ingredients, and we got a recipe. Haggis. So haggis, can't remember what bonus it gives, but everybody has a favorite meal, and they sometimes get a second bonus. Harem gets a second bonus off haggis. It's one of his favorites. So let's learn that recipe. find it, and then copy the recipe. So when we camp now, we can make that recipe instead of just a general noodle. Ooh, yeah, we found that magic sword. Can anybody use it? You can. She can, but she uses a scythe. She uses two-handed. Oh, Lindsay has a masterwork longsword. Give her the magic one. In case somebody gets up close to her. So, masterwork longsword gives you a +1 to attack, but not +1 to damage. This gives +1 to attack and damage. That's the only difference between a +1 and a masterwork. Plus, this counts as magical for overcoming damage system. She had something else a second ago, and now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Bracers of armor. She's wearing armor, so no. Let's have a look. I can't remember exactly where that chest is. Ooh, hidden item.
I don't want to know.
Ancient Roslandic coin. It's a lot of hidden things in this, so that's why you like to bump up your perception in at least a couple of characters.
My search was not in vain.
No, it was not. Okay, for some reason, I can't seem to click on this. There we go. Oh, we dug something up. There's the other chest. And it's 10 bottles of port. It was a chest full of wine. Fortified wine. Port's not bad, if you like to drink.
How much longer, I wonder?
Another ancient Roslandic coin. It won't be much longer. We're just checking the four corners of this map, because I know there's other stuff. And there's one more chest. With another 10 bottles of port. We are good on port for a while. Abandon hope and embrace the inevitable end. This kind of speech Harem's companions must endure every single day. Or Harem gets a bad rap. He can be a bit annoying, but I actually like the guy. I love his quest. It's one of my favorites. Every companion has their own quest line. Some of them are pretty cool. So, you notice we went in the Ancient Tomb here. We are now in the Pine Patch here from that storybook area. So you actually travel the map. Here's the old sycamore, where Tartuccio is. You like him because he's annoying, Anna? Yeah, I can see that. So we could go after the bandits now, or we could keep going after Arrival. I figure we'll keep going after Arrival. What do you think? Track down Tartuccio. Yeah, I thought so too. Alright. I'll go this way. Not more. Right in the middle of the Shrike Hills. Old Sycamore. And we'll meet up with an old friend now. Well, I guess he's not that old a friend. It was only a few days ago we met him, but a friend.
Greetings.
It's Keston Garess, the former captain of Jamandi Aldori's personal guards. He nods to you as though you've seen each other in Restov only yesterday. He limps noticeably, and his clothes are stained with blood, and looks every bit as grim and focused as when you first met. But this time you also sent a hint of excitement.
I have urgent news from Restov. The investigation that I have conducted at Lady Jamandi's orders have proved your innocence. Tartuccio was and still is the Pataxian spy. That dreadful night, it was him who had opened the gate and let the assassins in. It appears that he had planned to gain the barony and Eldori's support, only to later place these lands under the command of his true patron. King Uravetti is no stranger to intrigue, and likes to use others to do his dirty work. Anyway, Lady Jamandi sends her apologies.
That's right. we didn't do anything wrong.
We almost had Tartuccio cornered when this damned mist fell. First, we entirely lost our way, and then stumbled right into a bandit ambush. My people can barely stand, so I would be grateful if you would help us capture this Tartuccio. He must be somewhere nearby. Bring that scum to Oleg's trading post, dead or alive. The Sword Lords will remember this favor.
So he says that his companions can barely stand. There's only one left. So yeah, they probably need some help. So how did Tartuccio manage to fool you?
That sly bastard has caused us no little trouble, that's for sure. When he showed up in Restov and announced he was going to join the expedition, nobody suspected a thing. Yes, a gnome, yes, a sorcerer, but so what? Even after that terrible night, some of my people were willing to bet money on you being the spy. His overconfidence was his downfall. Tartuccio's henchmen, it seems, imagined they could safely meet with Pataxian spies in the town's seedy underbelly. But Restov is the ancestral home of the Eldori, and Lady Jamandi is respected not only by the aristocracy and the common folk, but also by those on the other side of the law. We received a message from the slums. A good friend, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested the Sword Lords take a closer look at a certain guest from Patax. Jamande immediately sent for me and ordered me to capture the spy, all very quietly, of course. He told us everything, and not only about Tartuccio. I doubt that Iravetti was pleased to hear of his agent's failure.
So, seems like it pays to have friends in low places, and it helped us out. What can Pataxian spies hope to find in the Stolen Lands?
Pataxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time, King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Eldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pataxian king. He's truly a snake of a man.
So, at this point, we've thought about Kessin. We notice his name is Gores. So Gores is the name of a noble house in Brevoy, isn't it? You're a noble, then?
Used to be. It's only a name now, nothing more. The House Gores are a noble family in Brevoy. They own several mines in the Galushkin Mountains. My father Evan is cousin to Lord Howland Gores, but he's my father no longer. In any case, I brought shame upon my name and was punished accordingly. The family disowned me. I fled to Restov and took up the life of a simple mercenary, until I received an assignment here in the Stolen Lands.
Care to tell me why you were exiled? You asked me a favor. I say you owe me an explanation.
Fair enough. For a Gores, the prosperity of the house and the honor of the name stands above all else, and I was betrothed to a widow from another noble house. This union was of great importance to the family. However, 3 months before the wedding, I met a commoner girl, gentle and pure, and we fell in love. I would have rather died than leave my Tanya, so I decided to break off the engagement with my noble bride. I could never have expected what would follow. My father was furious. I'd set a pointless love affair above the interests of the house. He expelled me from the family and ordered to leave our lands under threat of death. And Tanya, her mother was seriously ill, and she stayed behind to care for her rather than follow me into exile. Thus, I was on my own, disgraced, without a name, and without love. Don't imagine that I ask for pity. Everyone gets what they deserve.
So what do you think of his story? Say you deserved a better fate, Keston. True love should not be punished. Hope you regret the things you've done. Duty should stand above emotion. Leave the past in the past and think of it no more. Or, well, was the girl at least worth it? I'd say the chaotic neutral would match us, but what do you think? Last one? Well, was the girl at least worth it?
I would never have left her of my own accord.
I can respect that. Alright, see you later. Farewell. So, deliver Tartuccio to Keston, dead or alive. Let's see what sort of mess Tartuccio started here. The Sycamore. Cowardly traitors! Sons of a pike! Return the relic! Preferably dead, I will agree. That's Chief Suit Scale. Kobold Crier. Coward! Turn! Elick! Sentinel Vagot. Silly, silly kobold. You look your relic. Don't look your relic your dungeon. Look under bed, under table. Ha ha, silly kobold, have no bed and no table. Search your eggs. You lose relic and blame mites. Accuse queen. Chief Suitscale. Lies. Chief Suitscale not silly? Kobold Crier. Lies, Chief Scale. And Kobold Crier diligently copies the words and gestures of the chief, swinging his weapon. Seems both groups are but a breath away from battle. Such hubris in us small and simple creatures. But are our own monarchs any better? Good point, Harem. So warlike. It's like a miniature version of the Taldan Imperial Chronicles. I have no idea what that is, Val. Lindsay? Good for you. So do we attack the mites and the kobolds, or should we ask them what's going on? What do you think? Attack or talk? Stop! What's going on here? Sentinel Vagot, the little mite, jumps in place. Stranger! Stranger! You see, yes? Silly kobold attack mite. Insult us, our magnificent queen. Chief Suitscale. Lies, mite thief. Steal relic from kobold. We revenge. Help us, stranger. Alright, so let's see what they have to say. Kobolds, tell me more of what's happened. I, chief, I named Suitscale. Kobold and might live here long. Live peace. But now might thief steal our relic. Kobold Crier. Thief! Steal! Elick! I love the Crier. He's funny. How do you know the relic was stolen by the mites? Might tricksy, but Chief Suitscale is more tricksy. I call. New Shaman come. Shaman Tartuk. Know who stole relic? Tartuk. Good. Tartuk. Ood. Ood. Jaethal rolls her eyes. And so again, to be the judge, to weigh and balance trivium. Decade upon decade. Yeah, when we talk to her about her story, we find that she used to be a judge. And she got pretty bored with it. What is this relic? Relic key. Kobold take relic. Enter Sacred Hall. Did you really attack the mites? Revenge. Mite coward. Kobold come. Might run. We come. Take them relic. Go. Let them give back our relic. We give back their. Yeah. A life just judging year after year for hundreds of years does sound pretty boring. Where is Shaman Tartuk now? Shaman was dungeon. Did not enter Sacred Hall. Might collapse our entrance. Kobold wrath might. Tartuk is not a real kobold. He deceived you. Scale not stupid. We know real kobold. Puffs up his chest, rejecting the insult. Alright, that's clear. Help kobold. Kobold strong. Fierce. Well, let's talk to the mites. See what they have to say. A small mite bows comically. I, Sentinel Vagot. Here our magnificent warrior queen, Bada. Points to his large companion, adorned with the hide of a wolf. You can see she's got like a wolf skin on top of her head. Queen defeats scary wolf battle. Vanquish 100 enemies. Charm 100 beasts. Queen Bada allow you speak her. May sit, we understand. Legs tremble when see such beauty. My queen, why did you fight the kobolds? Queen Bada, we live here long, kobolds and mites. We live peace, friends, trade. Together hunt good shaggy animal. Got it, sweet. Long ago, Chief Kobold and our old king make good alliance. 2 branch old sycamore we take, charm, and give each to other. This be relic. Kobold have one, might have one. Not long ago, Kobold come, yell, we thief, take our relic. Silly Kobold. But why do you need the relic? 2 relic, they key, give entrance to Sacred Hall. There, under old sycamore. 1 key for Kobold, 1 key for might. Each can go hall. All fair. Why do the kobolds think the relic was stolen by the mites? Kobold chief silly, ugly, old. The sentinel and other mites giggle at the words. He lose last mind. Listen new Shaman Tartuk. Shaman not so ugly. Smacks her lips in approval. But angry, tricksy, say wicked mite. I catch him and make crown from his scale. Pretty crown. Purple. Do you know where this purple scaled shaman is now? He prowled dungeon near our house. We see he once, but not catch. Want find shaman, look underground. Alright. You could tell them to make peace and search together. Well, let's see, get our companion's advice first. Amiri says, why support either? Do you think they'll ever listen to you? Let us battle these little ones, both groups, and be done with it. She's the only one who has anything to say. So we can try to get them to make peace, or we can pick a side. Kobolds or the mites. What do you think? Kobold mites, or try to decide both? Or kill both. This is true. Peace does not really sound like this. So we could just attack all of them. You are disgusting. I want to help. I don't want to help either. Or we could try and side with one group. We are chaotic evil. Slaughter? Alright. You are all disgusting. I don't want to help either of you. Protect Queen! Kobold fight. Hold stranger. I go my Shaman Tartuk. If you just let them fight it out, the kobolds always lose, because mites have a little bit... So mites are actually tougher than kobolds. I do find the kobolds really cute, though. There's another companion, wizard, that we didn't get, because we went and did the rivalry first. You get her, she would have told you to side with the kobolds. I've never heard anybody say to side with the mites, though. Alright, Amiri. I'm actually not really worried about this fight. It's a lot of them, but they're pretty weak. I'm just gonna run up here. You know where to run. Okay. Can we reach to hit? Don't think it's a straight line. Nope.
I'll split you in half.
I don't know what D means. Sorry, Anna. Sorry if you're what? Oh, no problems. Ah, that's with D. D was only half a sentence. That makes sense.
Advance!
Alright. Some courage. Get that bard song going. Real reason to have a bard. Okay. I'm gonna heal Harem. Gotta hit that. There we go. I'm gonna walk up. They're mostly focused on each other at first. See, that kobold hit with an arrow and did 0 damage because damage right.
Tear them apart!
Boom. Okay, I'm apart, Amiri. That's right. I think Amiri matches our temperament very well. I always go for the mites first because they are tougher. Ah, missed. Hopefully we get up in the levels soon. Get that bonus. Oh, mite's dead. Alright. Lindsay has a crossbow, so...
Serves you right.
Archer. Yeah, he's not much of a shot yet. Yeah, some mites just... Yeah, it's the sneaky mites. I like sneaky mites. You can reach a kobold, so we might as well attack one. There you go. Just slaughter them all.
They go down!
Yes, they do.
I don't like you!
No, I don't. A natural 1
Wretched things.
sucks.
Huh.
You deserved it. I'm leading you out out
Oh,
of her
wow.
story.
Great. Nice job, Lindsay.
Repent.
Alright, might as well go for the Kobold. I keep missing the
Smear
mites.
them.
11 damage? Oh, this is the Blade veteran. He has like 1 health left.
Despicable.
So, Lindsay has no feats for attacking with a bow, so there's not much chance of her hitting this guy in the middle with us. She's taking a -4 to the hit. She doesn't have
Any last wishes?
Yeah, didn't think so. That's alright, you couldn't hit us either.
Your
Alright, Harold.
life
Finish him off.
ebbs low.
Alright. Take everything. Think which way to go first. Let's go down here. Just gonna see how long. Well, yeah, we got a ways to go before we go up another level. Oh wait, that's where we came from. I just did a loop. Yeah, chest hidden down here. With the
To the dust you will go.
Bring it!
I love Miri. She just pounds everything.
This is where I step in.
6 damage, not bad. Oh, we'll use Harem's last destructive smite on this frog and charge. I still only did 4 damage. I don't think I can charge. Nope. Get up close. Lethal reach. What was that? Ah, just out of reach. Charge. No. Harem's in the way. Oh well, might as well come around the back then. Who's he gonna attack? Oh, he missed. He attacked Jathal.
Tear them apart!
So apparently Amiri could have done that fight by herself. It probably would have went better. Anyway. Okay, that wasn't locked. An agate earring, silver buckle, and 9 gold. It's a little group of
What a surprise.
Kobolds and mites down here I like.
care.
Anything else?
That was locked. Hermitite. Couple of potions. Get a lot of potions in this game.
How curious.
Now what?
Get whatever you just found. Hermitite, a potion. Okay, who hides 1 gold, a piece of rock, and a potion under a bunch of vines? Okay, why are these kobolds and mites together? Let's ask this mite hunter. Oversized mite approaches you. He raises his bald blue head with dignity, and his neck is decorated with taglocks and wolf-fanged pendant. To his right walks a kobold, also swelling with conceit. Welcome, Peace Zone. Here no war, no one attack. Only maybe Fat Wolf Lord. He want chew us, we more sly. Who kill him? Big reward. Okay. Ward. Yeah, kobolds like to repeat other people. So we could just outright attack. What did you say about wolves? Near long tree live pack wolf. Big, angry, tell mite and kobold bad thing. We maybe kill him easy, but war take hunters away. Should we offer to kill this wolf leader? Or should we just say we have other matters to attend to? They did offer us a reward if we kill him. Killing things for money is appealing. I'm not 100% sure. Let's wait. Other matters attend. Who are you? Peaceful Might and Kobold. Hunt together. Was easy. Many might. Many Kobold hunt together. Now not. Why are you not fighting each other? War bad. Puddles, blood, scream loud. Might and Kobold dead. Cold. Why fight? Dangerous hairy wolf around. Wise words. I think many people, not just mites and kobolds, can learn something from these creatures. I don't know if we call them wise, though. War bad, puddles, blood, scream loud. Yeah, not so much. Bah, cowards. Yeah, Miri. You're right. But we know, fool. Go and befriend. No want war. But Miss Queen Bada. Big beauty. Kobold Sentinel. Miss Beauty? Scratches his head, baffled. So no, we could just outright attack these creatures, or we could agree to kill the wolf for it. Any ideas? You will bleed, dirty scum. Alright. Bad, bad. You die now.
Make an epic pose. I need inspiration.
Great, let's kill them. Sing. You know, that's what bards do when the fight breaks out. They sing. Ow! 7 damage with a sneak attack. That was nasty. I'll have to camp eventually here.
Advance.
Oh, seriously? You didn't kill him? Jathan, I'm losing faith in you.
I'll split you in half.
And I missed. Losing more faith in myself. Right, bless. Let's help everybody hit. Yeah, rage.
They go down.
13 damage. Still didn't only. Oh wow, that hunter's got. He's a level 4 fighter and level 1 fang. Yeah, he does have a lot of health. Lindsay, you shoot the ones over here. Just
Serves
getting
you
old.
right.
Not shooting into melee. Still rolled a 1, so that was useless. Ow. There you go. I want the mites to miss. Yeah, I don't care if the kobolds hit me. They don't do any damage.
Unworthy.
He did.
Out of my way.
Yeah, we really need this. Of course, that would still have only been a 4. We wouldn't have hit him anyway.
What a waste.
8 damage, not bad. Man, that mite is tough. Taking 3 hits so far.
You deserved it.
Ooh, 6, not bad. Good shot. Okay, Harem's gonna have to heal us as soon as this fight's over.
Wretched things.
Oh, he's still alive. Alright, we'll go for him too. See if we can finish him.
Like you.
Nope, we can't hit him.
Become mad dust.
Oh, there you go. Harem did it.
Bring it.
Miri will take it that way. Wow. It's got a lot of health.
Any last
See,
wishes?
4 more damage. Almost dead.
Despicable.
Smear them.
There you go. We hit. We do damage.
Repent.
Tear them apart.
Oh, I just love Miri.
This is where I step in.
Advance!
My strength fades.
Okay. So we steal all their stuff after we kill them. See what else is around here. We're coming up on one of the...
I'll split you
You cannot
in
stand
half.
Oh.
against me.
Oh, apparently we found the frogs first. I forgot that these frogs were working. Alright, J-Doll. Run. Not bad. She can't charge because she's fatigued from that. Right.
Go down!
She'll go for that guy. Charge. Is it straight? Nope.
Out of my way!
Giant Froggos. Yep. Oh! Okay. It's a greater giant frog I sent. Don't mind that. As long as it's not a poison giant frog. I do not like the poison ones. She only got 3 rounds left of her Spire Courage, so maybe wait on that.
Serves
Big
you
one.
right.
2 damage. Maybe a little bit helps Lindsay.
Your life ebbs low.
And Harem's pretty much out of everything. And I forgot to heal. Yeah, that's good. Ow! 5 damage to J-Thal.
Unworthy.
There you go. Hit her, she hits back. And she'll walk a little bit. 8 damage, not bad. Oh, he's too far away for us to hit. So we'll go right behind him. Blank him. Missed again. Good.
You deserved it.
Yeah, did not expect him to hit. And too far away for Harem, too.
What a waste.
Then get down around here. There we go. Get down there.
Wretched
J-Thal can reach.
things. Yeah.
Completely surround them.
Bring it!
Fade.
Basically, Amiri killed the big one.
Will this
Definitely
ever
back to
end?
the spider right now. Ooh, a mobility check DC 21. Do you have anybody who can do that? We have a -5 to mobility. Harem has a -9. J-Thal has a -2. Lindsay has a +5. And Amiri has a +2. -3 from her hide armor. So we could actually be +5 if we just took our armor off for a minute. Give her leather armor. I think that's a 0. Gives her a +5. Alright. You
Rogus awaits us.
Okay. That didn't do much. A little better. Might as well use it up. Alright. Me and Harem are fully healed.
State your
J-Thal
desire.
has to heal herself.
Tashani Savitu.
There we go. Let's try it.
I failed.
Ow.
This body holds no more.
There will be. Definitely will be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. It'll probably kill us. Yeah, see, we had to roll a 16, so it's not surprising we can't do that right now. We'll do that later when we're higher level.
Done with waiting.
Honestly, we're pretty low level for this area, but I think we're going to, do we have any better armor for her than hide? Gale mail. Worst armor check penalty, though. Yeah, not dying's always good. I gotta give her a bet. Okay, Let's camp. Heal up. Hopefully we don't get ambushed in the night, because we can't really take it. Manage. We could use rations, and we don't have to hunt. Let me just see who we got. She's a -2 to stealth. You're better off summoning some undead guardians in case we are. So I think this is the first time I rested. So, the way resting works, you get 2 watches, or looking for enemies, so that you can wake each other up. Somebody gets to cook, which gives bonuses. The regular meal gives a +1 to all saving throws for a day. Hunting, depending on your lore nature skill, you actually hunt for food. So you can get the rations, enough to feed everybody. You need 5. We only have 4, so we could do 4, and then she only has to collect 1. But it says hunting's going to take 0 to 0 hours, so we have no problem hunting in this area. Camouflage keeps us from getting attacked, or reduces the probability. Everybody gets special rolls, too. Harem, Blend in the Night, helps with stealth. Amiri's Sharpened Weapons gives her a + to her damage for the next day. Lindsay Inspire Competence helps everybody else with their rolls. But Jathal's I like. Undead Guardians. So she actually summons 2 undead to help protect us. Pretty much skeletons. Do we want Haggis? Gives the same bonus as the Hearty Meal, but rather than a DC 20, it's a DC 18. Yeah, +8. I think we can do it. Well, let's see how this goes. Interesting.
Someday, I will
11
be as
hours later.
famous as Anime Bellavera herself. No, even more famous. Hoping I live that long.
I love the camping band. There we go. Oh, we were attacked.
I am prepared to meet my end.
We're almost healed. Uh-oh. Yeah, so where they were awakened, they're not wearing armor. Apparently it was my watch, so I am wearing armor. Lindsay's asleep. Amiri's asleep. Jathal's asleep, and Harem's asleep. I'm the only one awake. Mature shocker lizards. At least those 2 skeletal champions will help.
I don't like you!
Yeah, so if you rest and you're caught asleep, you actually don't wear your armor, because you can't wear armor while you're sleeping. You can wear light armor if you're wearing medium or heavy. You don't get your armor bonus. Right. I might be. I'm mostly healed. At least it's only shocker lizards. They're not that dangerous. See, they only did 2 damage to everybody.
Down
Oh, right.
Ow. So basically, they just both shot electric version of Burning Hands. Amiri, you've been attacked twice. Wake up. Seriously? She didn't wake up after being hit twice. Oh, yes, she did. Alright. Stood up. She can't reach anybody.
Tear them apart!
Okay. Oh, yeah. It was only 5-foot movement, so she could.
Lost.
Ow! The shocker lizard did attack of opportunity. Stood up. And knocked out Harem.
Despicable.
Okay, we killed that one. Oh, we are not doing well. Alright, Lindsay. Apparently it woke him up. Yes, getting hit.
Smear them.
13 damage. Not enough, and he goes next. Oh, I think he's gonna kill Harem. Oh no, he attacked me. He didn't use his ability again. Good.
They go down!
Go, Amiri. Okay. We killed them. We better go back to sleep. Oh, we just got more hell. Okay, we're fully healed. Oh, but that was a... Yeah. I hope we don't have a death in the second episode. But we do have one scroll of Raised Dead, so... I really don't want to die. Oh, we got the hearty meal, so we get a +1 for the rest of the day. And we're fully healed now, so I think we're alright. There's a dead body. Okay, I'm gonna pause. A crumpled letter. My dear Kenneth Palmer, with your desire to pursue new archaeological mission in mind, I spent a few hours in my library today and identified a location worthy of your research. In the northeastern part of the River Kingdoms lies a region called the Stolen Lands. Many antiquities can be found in such places. No doubt, an inquisitive researcher would be able to find old coins, significant cultural remnants, and even pieces of artifacts that might be restored. Naturally, you shall require the services of a specialist to evaluate your findings during your travels. I've no doubt of your ability to recruit such a specialist once you arrive in the Stolen Lands. Such contacts can typically be made in large cities or settlements. You would not want your return journey encumbered with items of scant value or interest after all. Before you set off, it is my obligation to warn you that this place is untamed and can be perilous. Watch not only for bandits and monsters, but also impassable swamps and dangerous open plains. Should you decide to visit the Stolen Lands, I strongly urge you, Kenneth, to hire a professional guide and better yet guards. It is wise to take precautions. Yeah, he should have took that advice. He came on his own. Your true friend, Agneth Bregan. However, he did find some stuff, including another piece, scorched fragment of a necklace, a Rostlandic coin, and Restovic Ranger's broken arrow. That's a story item. Look forward to that. Yeah, poor Kenneth. So the Kobold Entrance is up here, as you can see. They have some guards. But over here, it's a tassel worm. Let's kill the tassel worm. Tassel worms are basically like little dragons. They were added to Pathfinder. Low-level dragon enemies.
You should be.
So they added tassel worms. They can poison with their bite sometimes. Not sure if these ones do, but some do. Charge them, Jathal. Not bad. Oh, it missed. Oh, it gets multiple attacks. Uh-oh. Okay. Bless us, Harem. How many rages she gets? 9 turns. Can she reach? If she can reach, she's going to rage. Yeah. Rage. Hack that tassel worm. Nice. 15 damage. Sing, Lindsay. And move up a little. And we're going to attempt to charge 2. Nope. We'll just run up to this guy. And let's see how Miri does. Miss. Miss. 2 damage for the claw. Not bad. Didn't get bit, so that's good.
Advance.
Not bad. Oh, bit. Oh yeah, that was nasty. She got bit for 5 damage, 2 claw attacks for 4, but she succeeded her saving throw, so she didn't get poisoned. Well, she gets a bonus for her fortitude saves because she's undead. Cool. Yeah, that didn't go well. I didn't really think it would. Oh, I should memorize a different spell than Bless, since we have that Ring of Bless now. Anyway, I will do that next time. Don't think he can read. So just...
Become
there.
as dust.
Okay. Miri can finish this guy. Yeah, she can. Amiri is metal.
Any last wishes?
Oh, nice shot, Lindsay. Oh, yeah. That was a nice shot. 7 damage. What'd you roll? There we go. Rolled a 17. Rolled a 14. Nice. Yeah, it's unusual for her to show up prepared. Honestly, Lindsay hardly hits stuff. She's not a big damage dealer, but her support is awesome. So tassel worms hold weird things in their gullets, like gemstones and money. They like swallow metal. Decorated scabbard. It's worth money. I'll take it. But she's all gotta heal herself. Doesn't have to use. There we go.
Time to stretch me muscles.
Oh, it strode up on another battlefield. Oh, don't. Oh, no. Okay, good. Lindsay got the saving throw in that cause fear. So she's shaken. So she's a -2 on her attack rolls, saves, skill checks, and ability checks. Shaken is way better than getting afraid, though, because she will run, and I hate it when they're running around everywhere. This is the real dangerous kobold enemy, is these bone shamans, spark shamans, and I think there's a flame shaman. Other than that, kobolds aren't that dangerous.
Bring it!
Shamans are nasty. Oh, wow. Look at all the enemies. This is a big fight we just stumbled on. Alright. This, I think, only works on humans. Spell afflicts the subject with uncontrollable laughter, collapses in gales with manic laughter falling prone. One enemy creature. Mind-affecting compulsion. No, it's not a humanoid. Okay. I might have been mixing it up with 5th edition. Then again, he is a humanoid. He's a reptilian humanoid, but he is a humanoid. There. Knocked bro. I like hideous laughter. Can't even see this fight. It's too far away. Okay. We might as well attack the guy that's on the ground if I can reach him. Oh, no, don't run! I ran the wrong way. Yeah. Well, that was a waste of a turn. Jaythal's going to help take out this bone shaman. Spark shaman. They can fight each other over there. Cast defensively, so... But at least he only did 2 damage with magic missile. Oh! The mites have clerics. I hate evil clerics because they can do that damage attack that attacks them, damages a whole bunch of people in the area. Here I'm gonna go right next to the bone shaman in case they stand up. Nope, he didn't wake up. Still laughing. You kill him. That worked.
This is where I step in.
Not bad. AoE is only allowed when it's your own age. When it's your own AoE. Okay, now I get that in. That makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, I like AoE for us, but not for them. Especially since there's a whole lot more of them than me. Alright. Attack him. Not bad. 8 damage with an Earth Blast. Wish I had done more.
Wretched things.
And Amiri does way more damage than everybody else in our party. Okay, when we get over there, we are going for that cleric right away.
Repent.
It's a miss. Alright, finish off the shaman, Amiri. Oh, Amiri rolled a 3. Or a Miri.
Serves you right.
Just gonna keep shooting him in the back while he attacks other things. There's the Might Priest right there.
Out of my way.
There we go. Crit him. He's dead. Guess I'll go over there. Won't reach that priest. Now I can see the actual fight over there. Still got here.
Despicable.
Seriously? Thing is still alive. That's one buffalo kobold. It's laughing while we're beating away on it. It's still alive. Ow! They only did 2 damage to me. Okay, Harold.
Your life ebbs low.
Finally. I took too long to kill. Come on. Can I charge that priest? Go for it. Amiri, take him down. 11 damage. Wow. He has a lot of health. He has 36 hit points. That was not enough. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to start inspiring some courage for the rest of this fight. Our damage a little bit.
I don't like you.
No, I don't. That's why I killed you. I don't think she can charge. I think Amiri's in the way. Yep. Charge, by the way, one thing to take note of, when you charge, you actually get lower AC for the rest of the turn. Good to know. So, I don't know if you could tell, because there was a lot of guys took damage from that negative. Jathal's not affected by that. Yeah, you get a -2 to your AC when you charge. But, yeah, Jathal's immune to that priest ability, because that's channel negative energy, and it only hurts living creatures. Harem's ability, channel negative energy healing, he also has a channel positive energy, which hurts undead, but only undead. So, difference between a good cleric or an evil cleric. He's a neutral cleric, but he still chose positive healing. Neutral clerics with neutral gods get to choose.
What a waste.
And Grotus, while being the god of the end times. Alright. Honestly, I have nothing. I'm not saying that I want to kill actual priests. I just want to kill that priest. I am not a violent person. Just in video games.
You deserved it.
That arrow did no damage. He hate damage reduction. You can overcome the Fey damage reduction for the mites if you have cold iron weapons. We don't have any yet.
Smear them.
Now they don't resist my energy blast. See? Oh wait, they do! Oh yeah, because it's bludgeoning. So yeah. Actually reduced it by 2 points.
Advance.
There we go. Priest is gone. Okay, it's 4 mites on 1 kobold. I think we'll focus on the mites. Do I have any spells? Okay, I really gotta change up some spells. These cantrips even do anything? I have guidance. Competence bonus on a single attack roll. Okay. That's guide us to help us hit.
Bring it.
Not bad. Now, I do know Hideous doesn't work on Fae. Pretty sure. Ear piercing scream. Can I do that? No, it's too far away. Alright, see if you can do any damage that way. Oh, nice! Then Zeke took out the might. One kobold with a spear can't do any damage to these ones.
I'll split you in half.
And I did.
Unworthy.
They really are.
Become as dust.
Do it, Aaron. Nice job. Okay.
Tear them apart!
Hey, come on. Lindsay, this one kobold has 1 hit point. Finish him.
Where I step in.
See, that would have been awesome if you... And we're probably going to miss too. Nope. There, done. Okay. That was a surprisingly big fight for just a random fight in the middle of nowhere. Oh, we can climb this hill. That's another mobility 21. Yep. Nope. I know that spot we can go around. We will do that. Let's look at our map. Okay, I know where we're going to go. Anna, we got a treat for you. Something you asked about last time.
Who will prevail?
Oh, another fight first. Yeah,
I don't like you.
Oh, so we got a surprise round. So surprise rounds, you only get a move or an attack action. So we get to move closer for surprise round. Technically, if you have a bow like Lindsay, you can attack, but they're all at a range. Nope, it's within a 5 foot, so I can attack
Serves
this
you
turn.
right.
They go down!
We're still blessed. No, that's hearty meal. So I'm gonna cast. These actually aren't random. The random encounters that happen on the map, these encounters are all pre-built into here. So as you go around, there is a lot of encounters on this map because of the fight between the Mites and the Kobolds. If you choose one side or the other, you only have to kill half these guys for each of these fights.
Smear them.
Because you choose whoever. Actually, I knew this was going to happen when we said attack them. But that's okay, because it's still fun to just wipe out all these things. If you have a neutral alignment, this is true. It's Cheever. That is very true. So that's my first playthrough. That's how I played, because I played lawful neutral, and I sided with both of them. And then you don't have to do any of these fights. But we're chaotic evil, so...
You deserved it.
Oh, come on. Get a mirror right in the middle. She can handle it. Yeah, it's fun. It is less experience, but you know what? You get enough experience in this game. Like, honestly. I ended at level 19. And I think if I had played a little differently, I probably could have gotten 20. And I have it set that you have everybody gets the same experience, whether they're in the party or not. I think if you do it otherwise, you actually can get more experience. Especially if you do smaller parties. But it's fun. Let's hear him. Run right up the middle. He's got good armor. Okay, for 1 damage, that sounded awful whiny.
I'll split you in half.
Nice hit. Must be a veteran. Yeah. I don't know, maybe with all these random encounters, we'll get to 3rd level.
Wretched things.
Love the motion of the zoomed in just as, you know, for the part. Yeah. She gets lots of them. I love that when the mites walk, the way they just bounce around. It's hilarious.
Bring it!
Okay, you have
Your
me. I
life
attack back.
ebbs low.
And I'm just as successful. Did I pronounce that right? Is Sheaver? I hope that's right. Thank you for joining us.
Despicable.
Any last wishes?
Nice shot. See, Lindsley's not completely useless with her crossbow.
Tear them apart!
There we go. Ow.
What a waste.
I think he's out of his destructive smites. No, he did. That was a destructive smite.
I don't like you.
Squat.
Advance.
This is where I step in.
Is I like to get her set up for doing enchantment spells, but I also then give her like the basic archery feats so she can do stuff the rest of the time.
Become as
Particularly like precise shot, so that she doesn't miss a lot. And I'll get her what's it called? Can't think at the moment. Deadly aim. It will deal a little more damage, though at high levels she doesn't do terrible amount of damage. Though she has this awesome short bow late in the game. I just loved it. It attempts to cast, every time it hits somebody, it attempts to cast Hideous Laughter on them. And where she was boosted, okay, I'm going to avoid that fight for now. Where she was boosted with enchantment spells, it worked a lot. It even worked on creatures that normally you couldn't get Hideous Laughter on. Bow was awesome.
Not that I
That's pretty late in the game. Now, Anna, I know you asked about it last episode, because you were in my D&D group where we played this adventure path, but these are, you might recognize these. A Kobold Dragon Shaman. Kobold lying in the middle of the patch calls out to you. Judging by the sorry state of his scales, he is the eldest of the group. His red eyes squint from the light, and his throat struggles to form words. Our patch, our celestial radish. Yeah, radishes. We grew them back in my village. One day, while I was reading a book, my pa grabbed it from me and threw it into fire. Then he made me go pick radishes. It was autumn, and the ground was wet and cold, and there were worms everywhere. Filthy roots. So, what are you doing here? Chew the radish. Search for secret truth. Small in big. Kobolds who are lying nearby answer with a devout murmur. At least those who aren't sleeping. Huh, little philosophers, aren't they? Wouldn't expect that. Wouldn't expect. Like this. Why don't you join the war against the mites? Mites silly. But suits Gale also. There are more important things in life. The kobold punctuates his words with a burp, and the others hiss in approval. Radishes with moons on them. Maybe that's why they're called moon radishes. So we can try to trick them. Leave quietly, taking a bucket of moon radishes. We can attack them. There's no place in these lands for such creatures. Or we can try to actually talk them into giving us radishes. What do you think? Trick, talk, or attack? Attempt to trick him. Succeed in trickery check. Finding the right moment, you quickly leave the patch with a sizable bunch of radishes in your hands. Kobolds pay you no heed. So we leave the high kobolds to enjoy their radishes. And who knows, maybe we can get more later.
Follow me! Or don't.
No, please follow me. If you don't, I'm not going to be happy. Now, the moon radishes. I don't know if they spoil. Give me a second. Let them tend them. Svetlana's ring. We'll get there. Soul Lands. We still got 86 days. We're doing good. Bitter rivalry. Did we not talk to Boken about the moon radishes? I thought we did. Apparently we didn't. So, anyway, Boken needs those. It's weird. I can't remember if they spoil, so I think we'll rush back in a second and make sure to get them to him. Ooh, a thylacine.
And our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Yeah, you have to ask him if he can use some help, and then he gives you... Can you actually beat them to the warg, Skeever? That would be awesome. Oh, I did not know that. An evil... Oh, okay. We're trying that. Oh, we're definitely trying that. I did not know that. That is so awesome. Seriously, I've played through this game twice, and there's still a ton of stuff I did. This game has got so much in it. That's why it's my favorite game. Mind you, this is my first evil playthrough. I did half a playthrough evil with a rogue, but didn't finish it. Ooh, skinned him. There was one thylacine here? What in the world is the point of that? That's right where you come up with that mobility check. Yeah, I know the fangberries, if you don't rush back, they can spoil. Yeah, a lot of those triggers.
What a surprise.
It's like this lonely, shambling mound. This is just so random. I don't think it attacks if you get close. I think you actually have to attack it. Okay. Lab journal. Went to the woods, found many roots, pine cones, flowers, and a dead squirrel. Scant little I can make it of that. Must consider where I might gain rarer ingredients for our experiments. Some damnable raccoons got into the hut while I was exploring the woods. Broke all the glassware. The only thing left were 10 flat-bottom glass tubes, 5 ram-bottom flasks, a couple of porcelain mortars, 3 pestles, and the precious spiral. Good thing all the pots are still there. So many good chemicals wasted. Shame. Need to lock everything up in the closet. Tried to finish the experiment today, the one I started at the old lab. Used the lead powder from the master's box. The crystallization stage, the liquid foamed, changed color, and formed a deposit. Another unsuccessful experiment. And I've all but exhausted my supply of essential materials. Caught a raccoon with a snare trap. Didn't get the bastard into the hut in time. Perhaps I should ask some hunters for help in catching experimental subjects. But I must save money. Besides, I see how those bumpkins scowl at me, as if I've grown horns. Third attempt at the crystallization experiment, broke the last round bottom flask. I recall my tutor calling me ham-handed and making me clean up. Perhaps he was right, but he did teach me much despite everything. Why didn't he wish me to develop my abilities? Didn't he want me to learn anything beyond the basic potion recipes? He kept saying I wasn't ready, but in truth he feared the students passing the teacher. And for good reason. I shall prove this process works. I'll prove it to everyone. Today an old lady came from the nearby village, asking me to make her goats yield more milk. I had to help. I'm in desperate need of money. Oh, why must I spend my time so? Boring, boring, boring. Several pages remain empty, and the writings continue. Observation day 1. Finally, I got a chance I can't miss. Found a dying elf in the woods. She was barely breathing and ants were swarming all over her. Who is she? What happened to her? It matters not. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. With great effort, I managed to drag her to the hut, remove her clothes, and hide her behind the bags in the corner. Enough wasting my talents on trifles. It's time for action. Use the largest glass tube from the master's box, the one with the warning. In case of contact with skin, wash off immediately. Ha! The doddering parrot of all those standard warnings. I spread it evenly over her body and began my observation. Observation day 3. The subject has survived. Had to tie her up and gag her. The moaning could attract unwanted attention. Her skin is changing, but hard to determine the precise character of these changes. The early stages of festering, perhaps? The treated areas do smell faintly. Observation day 5. The changes continue faster and faster. The epidermis is festered away. The joints are grown swollen, tough, and calloused. The subject has a fever. Observation day 9. Over the past few days, the subject's legs became covered with mildew and moss. Her fingers and toes grow long and crooked, as though she would grow into the ground. I shall move the subject outside. The experiment now demands sunlight. Observation day 13. The body's changes are so significant, it's impossible to recall the creature's original appearance. The way it looks now, a seething growth covers the whole body's surface. Every day I find new kinds of moss, mildew, grass, and other plants. Subject attempts to move. Had to immobilize her. I tried to make contact, but she utterly inarticulate sounds, like to howling. Might intelligence be restored at a further stage of regeneration? Observation day 18. Subject has grown larger several times. She's now strangely quiet these last few days. I'm beginning to worry. In the end, I see I've become attached to her. He will make me famous. Observation day 25. My living experiment shows all signs of obedience. She is much like a little tree, a magnificent walking tree. She's already 8 feet tall, and the child keeps growing. I wish to give her space, more fresh air and sunlight. I suspect we shall need some fertilizer. For now, I only walk her around the woods on a leash. It's the greatest achievement of my career. Soon we will be ready for the journey to Absalom, and there I'll present my masterpiece. I must think of a name for me. And, yeah. He ate a shambling mound. I just love the random things in this game. Body of a woman fouled beyond recognition. Her fingers still clench a torn leather leash. Well, apparently she didn't really control the thing very well. So what do you... Oh, wrong button. Sorry. I want to inspect. Can I inspect?
Wretched things.
No. I don't know. Do we want to attack the shambling mound? Might be a tough fight. But I think we can do it. No? So we get another vote for yes. I guess we'll move on and leave the shambling mound alone. No, it's not her fault. She's just a plant. Ooh, what do we find? Oh, some nuts. Alright, let's go to the wargs. I think we gotta fight one more little batch of kobolds, or it might just be some wolves. Oh, before we go any further, this magic chainmail. Yeah, her less armor. Armor check failure. For her ability scores. I could put on her, but it's going to put her up to medium encumbrance, so I'm not going to. One problem with Lindsay, she is so weak.
Running won't help you.
It might. They run far enough. Probably not going to chase. Nice going, J-Fall. Oh, turn that inspect off. Gets in the way. Charge. Oh, not a straight line. Oh, here. Let him come to us.
Smear them.
All the Wild. What's that mod? Do Skeever? Oh, rebalance and adds
You deserve
classes? I know there's a few mods that add classes.
Despicable.
It's the top one?
Bring it!
Okay. I know I've heard of a couple. I haven't used any mods in this game, actually.
Oh, I don't like surprises.
I'll check it. I am looking forward
My search was not
to Wrath of the Righteous. Megalocerados. I love that the giant Megalocerados just basically looks like a moose. That's just a big moose. But then again, the actual creature did. And proper flanking. Proper flanking would be nice now that it's turn-based. I'll tell you a little bit, with real-time with pause, I couldn't do proper flanking because I suck at real-time with pause. But now with turn-based, I would love to have actual flanking, where you have to actually be on the opposite side. This is where I wish I had some sort of aerial effect.
Any last wishes?
That's too far away. Charge.
I'm not touching that.
Not bad. 12 damage. You charge. Oh, charge or do an attack and gain a surprise round. Yeah, that is true. I could have done a surprise. I just rocked up to him instead. Honestly, I normally use more archers, especially later on. Of course, my last playthrough, I was a ranger, and Ikun Deo was my partner. So we just used archery a lot. I love archery. Of course, Ikun is like way overpowered. At least he was in my playthrough. Ow. I'm hurting. Yeah, I know you can turn it off. As long as you click far away from yourself, you actually move faster. Oh yeah, that was my turn. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Tear them apart!
I'll split you in half.
Advance!
Repent.
Oh, great. I'm knocked down.
This is where
You
I've
tripped me.
been.
That's why wolves are better trippers than our characters. Because they actually trip with an attack. Now if I stand up, he'll get a free attack. But I think he'll be dead before that. Yep. Getting some stuff. I'm just gonna heal.
Patience.
What troubles you?
Get Lindsay to heal me a bit. Use up spells. Okay. So, try that. Well, I'm not getting any more speed. It's in V. If I go first, I'll run. If I click far enough away. This is the warg up here.
Will this ever end?
Eventually. There a Garuk. Beast before you is unusually large and its eyes especially angry. Its menacing grin might almost be taken for a smirk. Oh, okay, if you are moving slowly. Oh, okay. Haven't noticed that happening. I do notice it sometimes happening in battle. They're really slow, but you can speed that up by hitting spacebar. Greetings, traveler. Before you draw your weapon, I wish to say I see no reason for feuding between us. We might even be of some use to each other. Wait, why is this wolf talking? Is it magical or something? I'll admit, I haven't fooled around with the options in the menu very much. Not for speed, but I'll look at that in combat animations. Look at that when we're done this talking. I am no wolf female. I am a warg. Surprising, you can live to your age without learning the difference. Well, it's never too late to teach a lesson to an insolent two-legged morsel. The beast slowly licks its teeth. You call it a morsel, you pelt. Miri glares at the beast, her hand on her sword. So we're not lawful good. We're evil, so. Moonradish, let's see. Who are you? You may call me Garuk. I've lived here far longer than the rulers of these foolish tribes. I've seen much and eaten many. What do you know of the war between the kobolds and the mites? Only that my pack enjoys it. The warg snorts and licks his lips. Of course, I only eat fresh meat. Said we could be useful to each other. Bring me someone delicious. 3 or 4 bodies will be enough. And I, as a sign of gratitude, will tell you where an old traveler buried his chest. Old traveler, you say? A very old, lean, and flavorless traveler. More grins, almost smiling. Okay, we'll agree. Fine. Grinning, the warg looks straight at you. Deal, I'll wait your return. Talk to him again. Oh, there I was going slow then. Oh, that's the stupid rain. Did I mess something up? I hate storms. Fresh meat. Send someone to the war front. Oh. Yeah, but don't you have to send the hunters? And I sort of killed the hunters already. The moonradish kobolds? You can use them? Oh, I always did it with the... I always sent the hunter mite back to them. Ah, stupid. Moving slowly because of rain. I hate the rainstorms in this game, though, I gotta admit. Especially when you get hit by lightning. And yes, you randomly can get hit by the lightning. Like, I think the weather effects are cool, but the whole slowdown thing is annoying. That is interesting. I never realized you could send different people to the warg. I always just sent the same ones. That is good to know. Oh, right quickly. Just, oh, no, cancel. That's not what I'm trying to do. I noticed then those hunters, that mite hunter, the mite kobold group that were together. I'm just gonna see. Game settings. Yeah, because they ask you to kill the warg, and then I send them to the warg. I just always thought that was very ironic. Okay, I know it's... There's so many settings in this, honestly. So I'm looking for the one that speeds up animations. Auto interrupt? Okay, let's have a look. Allow sending games. Scroll down. Thank you for this. Auto. Probably one of these. There's so many settings. Wow. Oh, wait, that way down here. Way down here. Okay. Turn-based combo. Auto in turn. Oh, that's one thing I always found super annoying that I've just gone like 1 foot over. I did not know you could auto interrupt that. That is awesome. Oh, and increase party speed. Animation speed. Okay. I'm going to turn the max for now, and if it's too fast, we'll slow it down, but probably not going to be too fast, because honestly, it goes so slow sometimes. At 8? I didn't know you could turn off the auto in turn. Okay, we'll try it at 10. If it's too fast, we'll slow it down a little bit. Oh, yeah, because that's so annoying. Oh, wow. And there's setting. I haven't actually gotten through all the settings. I just took the standard ones. Okay. Awesome. It is. You can turn those on. Because otherwise you can only do it when you're paused. Or sometimes when you're attacking. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We're close. I think this is... Yeah, here we go. This is the Moonradish patch. Let's talk to them. Wow, that was close. Jathal almost got it. Oh, it's the Dragon Shaman, I think. Can you talk to him? There we go. Neutral evil. Point towards the Borg's lair. I have seen mountains of the same radishes right over there. Okay. Kobolds stare at you in awe, then look at each other, whispering. Finally, their leader raises hands and they fall silent. Strange rumor. The celestial radish grows only here. It was always. We check. Send scout. However, there's no one listening to the Elder Kobold. The others already move in the direction you pointed, alone or tightly hugging in pairs. Stop! Stop, traitor! Okay. And we will follow them.
Not that I care.
You can see the Moonradish thing just like right around their head. Where they're dazed. They disappeared. We're going to go back up to the warg, though. I'm going to do it this way so that we don't end up in that fight. A few times I've been moving through here, and accidentally click these elk and start a fight with the elk. Oh, okay. The rain seems to be lightening up. I can move faster. That's helpful. Okay. Daruk. Truth be told, I should thank you. Finally, a decent meal. It's a pleasure to deal with you. The chest is buried under a lonely tree to the west. So I was thinking you were saying we could actually feed the radishes themselves to him, but it's the kobolds from the moon. Awesome. That is good to know. There's multiple choices there. And there's the chest. Not much in it.
Follow me.
But if you're an evil character, it makes sense to make a deal with the warg. That's not it? That's the chest I always got. There's another chest? Okay. Let me go back to what he said. Under a lonely tree in the west. Oh! No, I always assumed it was that chest there. Okay. We'll do a save. When we go over far enough to the west, I will be camping in a spot, but I'm saving beforehand, and you'll know why. Reload the save, because there's no way I'm winning that fight. But I will show it to everybody. I think I'm gonna get in this fight here now. About these kobolds anyway. Come on, let's take these.
Out of my way!
I'm gonna save the little bit of song we have left. Hopefully we don't do too bad in this fight.
I don't like you!
Wow, that was good. Pretty close to the entrance for the might side of the sycamore tree now. I actually like what they did with the old sycamore in this game, because in the adventure path, the old sycamore and the kobold mines are two separate areas, like a few miles apart. Oh, awesome. I see what you mean. That stops them. I'm just going to move, but awesome. But in this one, they put the mines and the old sycamore in the same spot, which makes sense. What? The attack didn't happen. Sometimes turn-based glitches a little bit. You'll say attack and it doesn't happen or something. Not a huge deal.
Bring it.
Not bad.
Your life ebbs low.
Smear them.
Yeah, the rain's giving concealment for ranged attacks too, so ranged attacks will miss sometimes. Doesn't that?
Despicable.
Not too big. We only got one ranged person anyway right now.
You deserved it.
Oh, nice. Crit. Only 5 damage. That's a crit. Can't make that guy afraid. There you go. Oh, yeah. Animation's faster. That makes it a lot better. I don't always have to be hitting space to do that.
I'll split you in half.
I'm gonna have to actually start taking out these kobolds. Well, I don't have precise shots, so I'm not gonna attack into melee if I can avoid it.
They go down.
Become as dust.
Out of my way.
Unworthy.
This is where I step in.
Yeah. Too bad she didn't hit. Would have. Oh, great. Cam goes next. So Lindsay's afraid. So this is specifically why I prepared this spell in case this happens someday. Now she won't run away. Breakable heart. I have, yeah.
Wretched.
Once on easy with my Dwarven Ranger, and once on normal with my Dwarven Paladin.
Despicable.
Yeah, it's all... Oh, okay, wow.
Serves you right.
Yeah, it's a long game. It's fun, though.
Bring it!
What do you think of the kingdom mechanics? I know a lot of people are not a big fan. I like it, but it's finicky. It took getting used to.
What's over there? I don't even want to know.
Is this the lonely tree that he was talking about? Buried
That was
chest.
easy.
Protect me, please.
This is why you said to save, which I didn't listen to. We're all over encumbered. But I didn't save. Redo that fight. That would make sense.
Request.
Anything is possible.
And she already tried the lock now. Oh, yeah. That was smart of me. You're right. You even warned me to save. Well, we're almost up a level where she can try again. Yeah, it was
The end draws
would have been
near.
immune.
You're but a footnote in our story.
Oh! Yeah, that's stupid, but I forgot about that. That, yeah, when you use that channel energy when elk are nearby, they now think you're attacking them. Don't know why. Death's Door. Yeah, not cursed. I don't know why. It used the same thing. That's because she died, but I have it set that she'll get up after a fight. I didn't change that setting.
Advance!
Yeah, I was wondering what you thought of the Kingdom Management.
You deserved it.
I don't like it.
Frantic. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. I actually really like they added that thing where you can now use the tokens. We'll see that when we get there. Yeah, if you put off stuff, it will. I tell you, getting the timing right
Tear them apart!
is weird and took a lot of getting used to. I actually played through the first half of the game 3 times before I actually
Onward.
freed my kingdom like 3 different times and couldn't got in a loop. Oh, doesn't tell.
Any last wishes?
Yeah, it'll tell you how many days when you get down to like a week, which is like too late. I don't know why it doesn't do that way before. But like it'll tell you really.
Samir.
Okay. Yeah, the curses it does. Researching curses are annoying. They're too long. That is one thing I did not like.
Oh, sorry.
So this is what I was doing, healing Lindsay. That's all I have left to heal with. Okay, that
You
sucked.
have my attention.
Unless I use potions, which I could, but I don't want to waste them yet. We're encumbered too. Why are we so... Oh, I have way too much stuff. That's why we're encumbered. We will get that chest. I will keep that in mind, and we will get it. I just have to go up a level first so that she can reattempt the chest. And this time I will save before the chest, so we don't... That is one thing I don't like, the not being able to retry chests. There is a trick to it if you have an Arcane Trickster. Using Ranged Ledgermane, it gives you a slight penalty on the check, but you can actually, every time you cast use the Ranged Ledgermane to unlock the chest from a range, it counts that spell as a separate creature, so you can just keep retrying the chest without having to save first. The Bag of Tricks mod, that's the one I had heard of before. Yeah, because that one adds a lot of stuff. So that one, yeah, you can unlock checks. I know there's a lot of tricks in that one. Nice stuff. Doing this run completely unmodded. But our next game, well, our next fantasy game will be modded slightly because I can't play it not modded. Yeah. There's dead bodies there. I'm debating whether... I think we're going to head back to Oleg's first. We'll come back and check out these dead bodies. Oh yeah, I already knew I had too much stuff. Let's get rid of some stuff that's not worth anything, like these padded armor. 1 gold each and they're 10 pounds each. Let's go sell some stuff. Oh, yeah, that's those 2 guys we just saw up there. Big potions. That's not really worth much. I'll take the Dueling Sword. Magical. We can't use it because we're not using it outdoors. Well, it's an exotic weapon. You could, but you'd have to take it. Yeah, I wish that they would do... I wish they had done something like that. You get fatigued from using a chest, rather than chest just... outright you can't try it again until you go up a level. It's very annoying, and it leads to me save scumming, I gotta admit. I don't do a lot of save scumming in this game, but locked chests is one I do. Alright, let's head north. See some more of the map as we go as well. It's the fangberries. We won't try that right now. That our
Resting would be nice,
state.
don't you think?
Oh, we can't travel on the overworld map because we're already here. We're not going to kick us out. Oh, I'm going to be so overloaded now at Oleg's because it only is your own strength when you're in town. As a ranger, that's one thing I loved because you get... when I got my animal companion, my strength went through the roof because I was a strength-based ranger. And the animal companion's strength, I could carry a ton even when I was in town. I didn't move slow. You can. Yeah. Rather, if you don't want to go upstairs, I'm just right now going to sell stuff first. But yeah, just hit the camp button instead. Oleg Levinpin, listen, well, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, you can help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods. Not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar. As big as a bear and wicked as a devil. Locals call him Tusk Cutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Deacon Benson found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head. But it looks like there aren't any heroes around bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this beast. Boris! Yes, Anna. This is, so in our D&D campaign, where we're doing Kingmaker, Anna plays Bella, our monk, and she took one of Tusk Gutter's baby pigs as a companion. And now she has a boar companion named Boris the Barbarian. And he is actually a barbarian. He's a trained barbarian pig. So, yeah. Miri livens up. Hey, we're better than the local wusses, right? Want to bet I can chop off this Tuskgutter's snout with a single scream? Come on, let's find out. So what do you think? Should we go and kill Tuskgutter? Should we agree to do it? Any opinions? Or should we say we don't have time for this? See, it depends. We're a bit selfish, so we could say we have no time, but it's to entertain ourselves. So I would say an evil character would say, yeah, I want to kill a pig. Especially if there's gold involved. So I'd say let's kill the pig. Alright, let's go kill this Tuskgutter. Miri gives you a wide grin and slaps your shoulder. Right, that's the way I like it. Let's do it. Tuskgutter's lair has been revealed. Check that out. Alright, Oleg. Can I sell you all this crap I found? Okay, we know the problem with Tuskgutter. Tell me about yourself. I don't really care about him because we're evil. Anything to help me find him? We know where we're going to find Seglord. We're just taking care of Tartuccio first. Where's the... Oh! Number 1. Why did I miss that? Alright, so first, sell all our junk we found. It's 500 gold. Non-magical weapons, because we didn't find anything that was helpful to us, I don't think. Just look quickly. Nope. Nothing there that we needed. Wait a second. Let me check something. She's using change it. Yeah, breastplate. Oh, I actually get her a breastplate. Okay, another 200 gold. The Dueling Sword, 600 gold. We don't have anybody who can use it, and I'm not training somebody especially just use it. We're keeping that for a character coming soon. He uses sickle. Long sword. He has a magical one. Light crossbows. You know what? I might keep those. It's nice to have a ranged weapon in case you need it. He's got a heavy crossbow. I don't use them very often, but sometimes it's nice to just shoot something from afar. I think we'll keep those. We need those for taking out some swarms later. Honestly, I should use these more often than I do. You know, I have a tendency, like many people, to just collect a lot of stuff. Cooking Almanac of the Undersea. Let's sell off some books. We don't need this one. Or that one. Only one book I'm really looking for right now. That's not worth anything. It doesn't weigh anything, so we'll keep it. Keep the foodstuffs. That weighs half a pound. It's not worth anything, so I guess we'll keep it. And we're keeping the collector stuff for now. Okay. There we go. And we're still overloaded. We won't be as a group, though. It's just me in particular. On my own. We don't need any... Let's see. I think we should probably get some magical stuff. Let's sell the heavy flail. Bought that last time by accident. I was thinking you could use a shield with it. Forgot heavy flail was two-handed. Let's get a heavy mace for him. Magical ones. They got one. No, you don't have one. Oh, wait, no. I know what we need to do. This is what we were saving money for. I forgot. We were saving money for... Small bag of holding. Now we have enough money. There we go. Now even I'm not overloaded. Okay. Oh, wow. Talk to Boken. Alright, about those tasks of yours. What did you want me to do again? Cave filled with spiders. Red berries called fangberries grow inside. Gather a basket full of them. Bring them as quickly as you can so they don't go sour. So gather a bucket of moon radishes. Rumor has it kobolds are often found. Okay, so the moon radishes we didn't have to hurry back. Just the fangberries. But we can give him the moon radishes. Does it look like the radish you were looking for? His face brightens and he rubs his sides in satisfaction. Yes, that's it. Hey, there's even more than I expected here. Thank you so much. Take this. You deserve it. The 200 gold. And some experience. And I love this. Explain why do you need the moon radishes? Boken blushes heavily and coughs into his fist. That's for Oleg. He sprained his back last summer, you see, trying to move a heavy chest all by himself. Can't even imagine the healing powers of these radishes. They make great pain-killing ointment. Potent, exquisite. Oleg would never confess his weakness to anybody, but I see him wince every time he bends over to pick something up. Old man sighs a bit too loudly. Oh, when will the poor man realize he's not 15? Alright. It's the fangberries I really like. It's funny. But we'll get those soon. Show me what you have. Does he have anything? He has that book. No, I think we're okay for now. We bought some potions of inflight wounds to help it. Jathal if she needs it. Let's rest. There. And that's still locked. Seems like it's nighttime. So we didn't talk to our companions last time. So let's just... I thought we'd end the stream today by going through our companions and going a bit through their stories. See what is up with them. So a halfling girl with tousled hair wearing a dusty traveler's outfit sits chewing the tip of her quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. Scribbles something quickly in notebook scrawled with verse, raises her eyes, and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. Sheaver, well, thanks for following, and have a good night. Thanks for joining with us. We're here next week if you care to return. Hope you do. Hope to see you. Okay, so tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Where are you from? From all over. I was actually born in Galt. Such a tiny village that's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies, using books only as kindling. Who's your teacher? It's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital of the Church of Shaman, but he got in trouble with the authorities and went on a self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most god-forsaken, priestless village he could find, the one where I was born. Wanted to open a school, but villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas in our children's heads. Only distract them from their work. But he did teach me on the sly. Taught me how to read, how to write. He gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Archknights of Avestan. When I told him I was going on a journey, he gave a magic ring so that Shaman would protect me from him. I haven't seen him since I ran away from home. I hope he's all right. I ask Shaman every day to grant him a long life and new students. Archknights of Avestan, who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a hero without knowing one of the most epic stories in the histories of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself, every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea to go on a heroic quest, writing about it to begin with. And now, look at me. Here I am on a heroic quest. How'd you become a bard? When I realized that nothing for me at home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. Traveling book peddler Tessie the Quill happened across my village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together we traveled everywhere, to Brevoy and Taldor, even Ustalav. When I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts and Patax, and I thought, well, I love reading stories. So I surely learned to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me, but that's okay. They've already taught me all the important stuff. Now with Shellen's help, I can manage on my own. So do you worship Shellen? Yes. Not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is. But only the eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. Oh, hey, Drachny. So, what's been happening? We chased down Tartuccio to a tomb, where we saw him with Valerie and Lindsay and a group. He attacked us, but we convinced Lindsay to join our team. Then we followed him to the old sycamore tree, which was inhabited by kobolds and mites. Tartuccio pretended to be a kobold, has them convinced that the mites stole their relic. And there's a bit of a war going on between the whites and the kobolds, and we've been slaughtering them. We also got some moon radishes for Boken, and in the process, we got those kobolds that were high on radishes, drove them to be eaten by a warg in the area, so that he wouldn't attack us. And now we're just back at Oleg's, resting up a bit, and going through the companion stories. So we're just learning a bit about Lindsay first. Our very first one. Finding out how she grew up in Galt. Parents were not approving of her being a bard. Now she is. Yeah, Skeever was here. He told us about it. I misunderstood him. I thought he was saying we could feed the moon radishes to the warg, but I knew you could feed people in the warg. Or, well, kobolds or mites. But yeah, we fed the poor kobolds too. The warg. Still, now we have a warg on our side. I wonder if he'll show up later. I know if you side with the kobolds or the mites, they show up later. Why are your clothes so messy? She waves her hand carelessly. Forget it. I can't waste my money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they're going to ask whether the author had holes in her sleeves. Alright, ask about something else. Alright, so you come from Patax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Patax, even though they kicked me out. A joyful place. What is life in Patax like? Actually, Patax has always been one huge nest of thieves. Bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. It's always been home for the likes of them. But that was before Arrowden became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Arrowden always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown. Oh, that's exactly what he is. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts. It spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. Patax was just a booze barn for thieves. Now it's a cabaret. So what do you know of King Arrowden? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says as much about Patax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that from the moment he appeared, he started to pull off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Patax. And also, he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub? That's not Laura Vetti style. Oh no, he aims higher. Dressing up like a male Callistra with a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the greatest unrivaled king. That's more like it. Yeah, Vetti sounds like a great guy. He also likes singing. Ugh, and he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shellen have mercy on his listeners. Drachny, yeah, that is a party. Executions and everything. Tell me about the academy you studied at. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful to Arrowden for building it, but he has no taste. At all. Whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and most importantly, glorifying his royal highness. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on gray scribbles. He sacked a masterful flute player from Tanxia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. He even ordered the academy to expel me. And for what? An innocent limerick. Anna, you could probably succeed in making him look bad. He does a pretty decent job himself. Would you like to go back to the academy and finish your studies? I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out 3/4 of the professors who teach there now and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud of being expelled. If my art was to Iravetti's liking, then I would have a reason to be ashamed. As long as mediocre lickle splits sit at the academy, those with real talent beg on the streets to Patax. I will not cross the threshold of that place. Alright, so that's Patax. Tell me about the book you're writing. What's there to tell? You've seen some of the rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. So, you know, the truth as far as it makes a good story. Why are you writing? What's the point? When I was at the academy, Eobald the Insightful began his literature course with the question, what is a person? And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things, all these woods, seas, and cities, and consists of stories about those. The stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass, and there will be no me and no you. All your subjects will be long gone, but you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book. No offense, but your command of language is not that good. Truth doesn't hurt me. Who do you think my most severe critic is? That's right, it's me. This is my first real book, and I have much yet to learn. But don't worry, I will do your feats justice. And if I put my foot in my mouth here and there, then we can print a second edition, revised and corrected. You can't really get her down. Okay? But your book is full of inconsistencies. Well, yes, I can admit that. Sometimes one has to bend a few details for the sake of dramatic effect. It's called poetic truth. I write about everything as I saw it with my own eyes, even parts of the adventure that I wasn't around for. But I do always carefully question everyone who was with you at the time. Think of it as a general picture. In the end, you're the hero of this book. I'm just the storyteller. Okay, so what kind of character am I? It's not easy to write about you. You're not like a normal hero from a book. Sometimes I even think you're a real villain. But it's not my place to judge you. That's for the readers. My task is to write the truth about you, the whole truth. Okay, I'm pretty sure that changes based on your alignment, because she did not say that about my dwarf. You're like a force of nature, wild and unpredictable. You're full of surprises. I doubt I could make up a protagonist like you, even if I tried very hard. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, these are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter, so don't even ask. Of course it's a book about you, but it's my book, understood? Her eyes glow rebelliously. Yeah, I love that about this game. Everything changes based on your act. Okay, chaotic evil. Of course you can write whatever you want, but you know what happens to writers who displease their rulers. I know, she says defiantly. Rulers oppress writers, sometimes even torture them, with a bit of execution thrown in for good measure. And so they etch their own names in history as disgraceful tyrants, all while immortalizing their victims as heroes. So if we kill her for her book, it'll just immortalize her as a hero. Awesome. Alright, let's ask about this Tessie the Quill. So to say, the books woke my urge to travel, but it was only thanks to Tessie that I managed to really get out of my village. First, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me, but later when I told her I was staying in Patax, she even shed a tear. Wonder where she is now. What's the deal with that ring you always wear? So, Lindsay has... Everybody in this game has 2 ring slots. Lindsay has one filled by her ring. that you can't remove. Ah, this. Swords under arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued with the powers of Shaman, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. So, please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here. Promise. So, most characters, if they die in battle, well, we haven't said that we have Death's Door. So if they die in battle once, at the end of the battle, they stand back up, but they have Death's Door condition. If they fall down in the second battle, they actually die. Lindsay and one more character you get later who I'll mention, that doesn't happen to. If they actually die, would actually die from an attack, they disappear in the middle of the fight and come back to camp. So try not to get Lindsay killed. We can ask her to leave and not return. I don't want to ever see you again. You can do this with all the companions, and most will listen. I like Lindsay's response, though. How typical. That's the fate of the talented, to be ever persecuted by people of power. No, you aren't going to get rid of me. So as long as my book is unfinished. Even if you throw me out, I'll sit at the tavern and write and write and write some more. And you can imagine what I'll write about you if you throw me out. So she's like, nope, I'm not leaving. Alright, I have to leave. Just don't leave without me. Of course I'll write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay coped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. Talk to Keston. Okay, we already talked to him about all this earlier in the episode. If you did miss it, it will be going up on YouTube when I'm done. So yeah, cool. Fun. Got Boke and his moon radishes. Let's talk to Harem. What? Ah, it's you, Bakwheel. Did I startle you? I'm sorry. Oh no, that doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Grotus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can. Smiles apologetically. Okay, tell me about your past. My life is divided into two parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts, and attempts to serve Torag. The second part began when I accepted Grotus into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. What exactly would you like to know? So Torag is the father of creation. He's the one who created the dwarves. We started serving him. Grotus is the god of the end times, and you'll learn a lot more from talking with him. So first, where are you from? My life story began in Larad, a city of dwarven clerics and acolytes. They serve Torag and the other dwarven gods, Torag's brother Angrad and Magrum, Torag's wife Folgrit, his daughter Bolka, his sons Grimadar, Coles, and Trud, and also Torag's sister, Dragonovit. He curves his lips in contempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Korag's pet dog. Sorry, I let myself get carried away. Larad is the second largest dwarven city in the Five Kings Mountains. It builds up around numerous temple caverns which serve as places of worship for all the dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Galarian come to Larad to pray to their gods. Some remain to live there. The city is simply imbued with faith. You can't swing a dead cat without killing a cleric. It's no surprise, inspired by the aura of this city, that I decided as a young boy to dedicate all my efforts to becoming a cleric of Torag. So you once served Torag? Not just tried. It was a burning passion. I craved it by day and dreamt of it at night. You see, Bakwheel, with my first days, I felt the presence of God at my back. I heard his whispers and felt his power. The nature of this power was unclear to me. I thought Torag himself was trying to speak to me, and I did it all I could to understand his words. Oh, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torag, the uncompromising, conceited god, glamorized by all dwarves, was capable of betrayal. He turned away from me, Bakwheel. He left me in the hour when I put all my hope in him, desperately needed his support. Torag is the god of craftsmanship, so every follower, especially the clerics, must smith their own suit of armor. The day when his work is finished is like the second birthday for a dwarf. He's newly born in the eyes of Torag. He sighs heavily and falls silent for a time. My second birthday never came. I couldn't make armor, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burned my hands. The clerics laughed when they healed me. They used to say I was cursed by Torag. Finally, I gave up in any attempt to please the betrayer god. So even if Torag has really rejected you, is that enough reason to leave your homeland? You don't know much about dwarves. How can a dwarf cursed by Torag go on living in a city where every single soul bows to Torag? I was alone, disgraced, humiliated, insulted. A single tear glints in the light before sliding down his cheek, hiding in his beard. I was trying to drown my sorrows in drink. Even the owner of the cheapest pub on the road would laugh at me when he put those mugs in front of me. I couldn't take it any longer. I wanted everything to end. But there was one thing that kept me going and prevented me from ending my life. I could still hear that divine whisper behind my back. It was yet faint. It took a long time before I could hear it clearly. By having heard it once, I could never forget it. It was clear that none in of Lorad's deities favored me, so I left the 5 Kings Mountains and went out searching. I didn't think dwarves ever worshipped Rhodas. How'd you learn about it? Oh, but that blessed day became the beginning of a new life. Alone and abandoned by all, I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town, nor even the country. I had no money. In fact, all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was weary and almost fainting from it. And that was the moment when the whisper from my god became more clear. It was like he was calling me. At last my sufferings have come to an end. It was a miracle, Bakuil, and I have paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the tavern and straight into the nearest forest, and there I found the ruined temple of Arrowden, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there, service to a god I knew nothing of. None minded that I stood beside them. For the first time in my life, I felt myself. I don't remember that. Okay. Arrowden, the lost god. My new brothers told me that they were clerics of Grodus, the god of end times. They were traveling around Galarian, spreading the teachings of Grodus, despite all of the persecution, contempt, and misjudgment they received from others. I gladly shared this burden with them, for now I knew whose voice had whispered to me through all those years. Wait, so you couldn't make even a simple nail, and you blamed Torag? Are you suggesting that my problem was not a curse, just my own inability to work with metal? Or maybe you're saying that I was just too lazy. He looks into your eyes defiantly, his hands trembling with suppressed rage as he turns his fingers over his beard. You're a fool if you think so. An arrogant fool. No, an ignorant fool, sorry. Have you ever met a dwarf who can't handle a smith's hammer? Even our children craft knives. No. Torag is the cause of my suffering. The betrayer god deliberately cursed me, just to make a laughingstock of me. He raises his hand and shakes his fist at someone above. But I won't let myself get angry at you, Bakuil. You're an ignorant and blind soul. My aim is to guide you through this dying world that marches towards its end. I will open your eyes or die trying. Rhodas will be pleased by either outcome. Alright. Let's learn about the dwarves. Most dwarves are self-satisfied, stubborn fools serving Torag. They don't deserve my good attitude. But you can ask whatever you want to know. I'll try to answer. 5 Kings Mountains. The Dwarven Kingdom, yes. Well, it's to the south from here. It survived many trials, and there will be more yet to come. Strokes his beard contemplating. Don't know why I couldn't say that. There is no unity among the dwarves, Bakuil. The 5 kings rule over our people. They sit on the thrones of the 5 greatest cities, and with ever-passing day, it grows harder for them to come to any agreement. The only thing uniting the 5 Kings Mountains is the sky citadel of High Helm, the great dwarven fortress at the mountain's heart. Have the dwarves always lived on the surface? Most dwarves lived underground. Oh no. Eons ago, all dwarves lived deep beneath the surface, and they did rather well, judging by the historic records. They built fortresses befitting noble dwarves. But our restless god Torag sent us on a prophecy, the quest for the sky. He ordered all the dwarves to abandon their fortresses and press upwards, to show their beards to the sun, as they say. This journey was long and bloody. Many dwarves perished on the way. Others turned back, keeping to their ancient strongholds, eventually to turn into evil Duergar, Grey Dwarves. Those who survived, reaching the surface, and founded the Sky Citadels, the most glorious cities in Dwarven history. Tell me of the Sky Citadels. Oh, they are the peaks of creation, glorious cities built by the ancient dwarves who finally reached the surface after many hardships, forming the final labor in the quest for the sky on the surface of Galarian. His eyes glitter with admiration. They are steadfast, tall, magnificent. They are beautiful. The 10 citadels were built by dwarves, but we've managed to keep only a few. The citadels crumbled, and the orcs, sworn enemies of our people, trampled their blessed streets and ruined the glorious palaces of the ancient king. His eyes grow misty with tears. These were heavy losses and a disgrace to our people, Lockwood. Highhelm is the jewel of the citadels that remain. It is located at the heart of the mountains, and the heart of every dwarf. Yes, yes, my heart too. There's a dwarven saying that if an enemy reaches Highhelm, every dwarf from all corners of the world will come to defend it. Cast a sad glance at you. I'd be there too, but not to help the citadel's defenders. I'd be there to witness the fall of our people with my own eyes, and mourn it. I would fall upon the cold stone and raise my final prayer. Alright, let's talk about Grotus. You wish to learn about Grotus? Yes, of course, I will answer anything you ask. What are Grotus' teachings about in a nutshell? Grotus is the end of all that exists. He smiles, obviously waiting for a question. Look around, Bachwheel. What do you see? Look again and realize that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing, our armor will turn to dust. The walls of the palaces will crumble into ruins. The trees will fall, and you and I will die much sooner than that. Grotus is a timeless watcher. He's been locked away by Pharasma, the goddess of rebirth. From her boneyard, she watches over the world, knowing the time for the final reaping shall come. He's the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He's the harbinger of the last days. He's the one who will stay when all the others are gone. Pharasma has Grotus locked in her boneyard, so she is stronger than Grotus. Of course she is stronger. For now. Grotus is weaker than Pharasma and many other gods. I would be a fool to try to claim otherwise. If Grotus was stronger, the end times would already have come, wouldn't they? But the powers of other gods fade away. They dissolve slowly, a grain in a century. Grotus collects those grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. So usually clerics speak with their gods. What does Grotus say to you? What is his will? Shakes his head in resignation. Grotus doesn't speak to his clerics. Actually, Grotus doesn't need any clerics. He raises his sad eyes to you. He only allows his whispers to be heard, and only by those who are dying to hear them. His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes with a soft rustle of fallen leaves, with a woeful wailing wind in the mountain tops, the roar of the raging blizzard, and it calls you to strike out on the road. Onwards, always onwards, over the pass, over the bridge, and further along. Up ahead, where the edge of the gray road flashed, and a candle sputtered for the last time before dying. Onwards, always onwards, till your feet can no longer carry you. All silent, submerged in his own thought. Alright, thanks for telling me about Grotus. I've heard enough for now. Alright, so let me ask you, what do you think about Grotus? I like your tales, there's an inner truth. Interesting to learn about him, no more, no less. To be honest, I don't want anything to do with him. So, I'll let you guys choose this if you like. What do you think? Do we like his tales? Do we want nothing to do with Grotus? Or is it just interesting? We are Kadak evil, we cause a lot of destruction. Maybe we like the idea of God of End Times. What do you think? Alright, well, I guess then let's choose that we like the tails. Bra's smile spreads across Harem's face. I'm glad that you like that. We'll bring this truth to the whole world and tell everyone that the end is inevitable. Alright, have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Toric and start worshipping Grotus instead? Your question might seem offensive, Buckwheel, but I am not offended. I realize that you ask it because you wish to learn more about Grotus. He squeezes his beard in his fist. A moment, he lets it free again. Craig betrayed me, Buckwheel. All he's ever done was look down with contempt on all my futile efforts to please him. I crafted armor plates, but they fell apart with a single strike of a fist. I smithed swords, but they broke at the hilt. Torque's priests used to say that such failings were the curse of an uncompromising deity. It was Grotus who opened my eyes. He showed me that the failure is a manifestation of his will. 10 times is near, Buckwheel, and every failure is just another step toward it. Craig's curse is only half the reason for my failure. The other half is the blessing of Grotus, which I've borne from early childhood. So the short answer to your question is no. I've never regretted opening my soul. Yep, no problem. I'm going to end as soon as we're done talking to Harem, actually. Got one more question for him. From what I've heard, Grotus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Alright, you have fun too, Anna. And see you next week, hopefully. Okay, you're going to stick around? Yeah. I'm just going to finish him. I'm the same thing. I got to get up early too, so I'm going to end in about 3 minutes. So, from what I've heard, Grotus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Ha! Who told you that? I'd like to look that slander in the eye. He bursts into laughter, but you can't understand what's so funny. See, Buckwheel, sanity is quite a relative concept. Each of us is certain that he's the sanest creature in the world. Meanwhile, we periodically doubt the sanity of others. So what happens if 2 or 3 people claim that someone else is insane? Does that make it true? Perhaps the accusers have lost their mind themselves. The longer a cleric listens to the whispers of Grotus, the better he comprehends the essence of his designs, the deeper his understanding becomes. When enlightenment comes, the mind of a cleric ascends to a new level of understanding, which is inaccessible to simpler souls. Is it insanity? This is for you to decide, Buckwheel. My decision was made long ago. When I reach enlightenment, I'll accept it with joy and delight. So, we're not going to go lawful good, but what do you think? Are we chaotic, neutral? Ha, well then you learn Grotus Divine's plans, remember to tell me about them? I could use a good laugh. Or lawful evil, your eagerness is commendable. Either of those would make sense for our character. Be our last choice tonight. Chaotic, neutral, or lawful evil? Lawful evil. Gotta go for that evil. Your eagerness is commendable. I'm glad you noticed it. I dream that Grotus will someday notice my eagerness too. Alright. Thanks for the conversation. We'll talk later. As with dignity, I'll be happy to continue our conversation later. So yeah, that's we did Lindsay and Harem. We'll probably start next week by doing Jathal and Amiri. But for now, that's the end of our episode. And thank you very much for following along. Anna, Dracny, great to see you. And Viscerator, if you get that name wrong, you see that later. Yeshiver, welcome as well. Thanks for coming along. And we'll see you all next week, I hope. And hopefully many more. All right. Have a good night.